dark side when I was saying I will watch Handmaiden carefully, and I knew that, but let's look. That shouldn't change my character that much. No, he's still very light. So that's that. We can now go talk to Atten a little bit more. I'll be turning Atten into a Jedi fairly soon, I think.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
It's hard to explain, but even with everything that's happening, I feel at peace.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
I had some questions.
All right.
Care to explain where you got your Chani training?
Huh? What are you talking about?
When we entered the Telos Academy, you dropped into a Chani combat stance.
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
Don't change the subject.
Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Wanna know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright?
I'm not accusing you, I just want to know if you've got any other useful skills. You can be a real asset with combat training.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
I had some questions.
Alright?
Nothing. I lost influence with him? I don't get that. So did I lose shit overall or what? Fuck you! I don't know what to say to him. Oh, whoa. But it's good to see. I've already said this. I'll say it this time.
It shows.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we might as well head to our first planet. I think I'm gonna go to Nar Shaddaa first. Wait, why does it want me to go to Korriban first? I think it's really up to us. I don't want to go to Korriban right now. It's not a good idea. This one pretty much makes it, you know, you can go to any single one that you want. I've gone to Dantooine first. I don't know if I should. Should I do Dantooine? No, should I do Nar Shaddaa? I really don't know. I always mess these up. I feel like this one's supposed to be last. Yeah, I think it is, because when it's last, you can just hop, skip, and a jump to Dantooine. And also, the Jedi swag will be higher when you're high level. So yeah, I'm going to go Nar Shaddaa first. I don't know where I'm going to go after that. Probably Korriban, because you're not actually on Korriban for very long. Nar Shaddaa, and then we'll... Okay, Nar Shaddaa, Korriban, Onderon, and then we'll go to Dantooine. How's that? I don't know if that's what I did last game. Maybe.
Well, here we are. The Smuggler's Moon.
She's still
It's
naked.
the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer.
Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What's Nal Hutta?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
So there's a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive.
You sound like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
What's the refugee sector?
Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
How hard will it be to hide here?
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive.
Then let's take the Ebon Hawk in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
Sorry, I was all engrossed in something here. Ooh, right.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more.
Why must we watch? We have hunted them so long. Now we must wait?
You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Godo said it's filled with madness. Jug family hunt the galaxy, look for Jedi. Jedi finally comes here and we can no longer hunt? There's no sense to it. If you wish to live, you should respect Godo's wishes. The handsome Jedi has run for years. He will not stay on this moon forever. Let the Jugs defy Godo, and after I've collected their bounty, I'll keep their heads as trophies. You best leave threats unspoken, Hanar. You were carried too far from the world of trees, maybe too far. I hear you not even collect life debt from little red-maned human female. She make a fool of you twice. If she had crossed Jug, she would have been very dead by now. Go to Ornata, I will carve a bloody swatch through your entire family, Jug. I swear it to you.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
It would be unwise to commit violence here. Goto's order was clear. We are not to harm the handsome Jedi while he walks on Nar Shaddaa. Unless we are attacked first, we are permitted to defend ourselves.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
This Jedi is different. Godo told us to leave the Jedi alone, it is true. But he said nothing of the Jedi's companions. Damn, what I would do with those two Twi'lek females. Come on. I'm just fucking around. People think I'm actually being serious, which is really funny. Dan, you're gonna cheat on your girlfriend with A video game character? It's like ridiculous. Like, how stupid does that sound? It's just fucking jokes, people. Just jokes. Anyway, I can't wait to get my lightsaber. On Nar Shaddaa, you actually get it. I can't remember where you get the other pieces. But for the longest time, I would go to Dantooine first. But it just makes way more sense to do Dantooine last, because that's the last stop. You have to go back to Dantooine if you do it out of order.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
It skipped it. Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure. Most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
The Ebon Hawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Is this the refugee sector?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
What else? Let's move on.
All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
I'm just... If he says Kyle is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
He's looking for a place to lay low.
And just being here should be enough. People in the refugee sector don't tend to ask too many questions. We should be safe enough.
Wouldn't mind getting some new equipment.
There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile.
Let's see where our path takes us.
All right, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Nope. Is there some kind of problem?
The problem is, you are on my landing pad. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
Let's ask him. What other ship?
That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
I could pay for the space and your time.
Yeah? Right now, all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering?
So you don't need to pay him much. Seriously. And I'm guessing you can wait until I return. Let's try that.
Well, I got your ship, and that's worth more than that if you decide to cheat me. Alright, it's a deal. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Since my awareness is so high, you could tell him because he's a pushover. But I'm actually gonna take these two, because you can get influence from both of these guys on here. Handmaiden, not so much, But I will keep sparring with her. So we'll go with these two. Alright, fellas. Oh, he's hurt. Forgot about that. Oh, jeez. Something else. Advanced. That'll do. I mean, it'll be different because Krea's not, you know. But I don't usually take Krea right away. It all depends. You wander too far, human. We warn you what happened, but you kind not listen. Break legs, maybe you not wander so far.
No. Look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
Know your place, human. Your place is there, not here. Huh? Another human? What you look at? What's going on here? Exchange business, human. Not for your seeing unless you want to lose your eyes. I won't let you hurt that man. Stand away from him. One human, not a music fight. More than one human, a little better. Spill more blood. Alright, let's do it. Stasis, your bitch ass. And we'll hit yo bitch ass with a flurry. Such a pussy bitch. You okay, buddy?
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
Couldn't stand by and let them hurt you. Why were they hunting you?
Well, they work for the exchange, for a Quarren named Viscus. He's looking to step up in the exchange. The only language the exchange respects is money, so Viscus is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
What do you mean?
The exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Where can I find Viscus?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
I was glad to help you. Better head out before you run into any more trouble.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Because you gotta... No, I'm not gonna bother talking to him.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Of course, here, take 5.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
It doesn't matter what you do. It really doesn't matter with that situation.
Why
It's a
did you do
test.
such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
There's a chance for redemption every day.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
And what if he doesn't?
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer.
What a pussy.
And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
There's wisdom in what you say. Perhaps I shall not be so quick to offer aid in the future.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
You get both. Now the thing is, there's no neutral saying sorry I don't have any. You either tell him to get the fuck out of here, or you offer him 5 credits. There's no other way around it. Ooh, the airspeeder nav. Okay. I'm TT32, the 32nd maintenance assistant model to be employed by the master. How may I assist you? 32nd model? Previous 31 models employed by Master Chen have met explosive ends or have shut down when they were unable to recharge. It's not Master Chen's fault, however. He is simply forgetful due to his age and failing eyesight. I am proud to have lasted this long. Explosive ends? Many accidents have occurred here in the garage, and sometimes when the equipment is used improperly, damage destroys the surrounding environment occurs. Please ignore the carpet scoring on the walls. The accidents are infrequent. Master Chen is truly a craftsman. See your 32nd version. Oh. Why would you repeat it? I'm gonna buy some equipment. All transactions must be cleared through Master Chen. No, I'll be going now. Where I leave that heist man? Eh, who's that? Someone in front of me? Raise your chin 5 degrees and rotate your head 15 degrees to your right, Master Chen. Ah, darkness has fallen upon my eyes. Curse of age. What brings you here, visitor? Are you alright? Alright, yes. My eyes have failed before their time, but my hands and hearing are still sharp.
Sullistan's hearing's pretty sharp, if you couldn't guess from the lobes.
But I'm not blind to sounds, no matter how quiet, so address me with respect. Now, what brings you here? I came here to do business. Ah, good. Business is always welcome. What kind of business you in, human? Looking for equipment and parts.
Big Ears here might know someone who can change the Ebon Hawk's ID signature. Could be useful for avoiding notice.
What is this Big Ears? Compliments will not get you a discount. Ha! Can you change the ship's ID's transponder codes? Could I? Will I? Not legal. Frowned upon by government peoples with boffins and stunners. Bad troubles for Chen. I can pay you for your time. Not a matter of payment, it's a matter of equipment. Transponder codes are permanent once written. I have none. Need a new transponder card you wish to use, or a blank card and an ID signature. In this, we can discuss payment. Can I use your workbench? Yes, you may avail yourself to it. There's no trouble. Please return the hydro spanner to its proper place when it's done, and the fusion cutter and the plasma torch. Alright.